We have a very busy day today, and it's starting with a road trip, which is about an hour and 30 minutes away. We are going to Knoxville, Tennessee today, and we may go look at a little tiny home, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure either, but it's a gorgeous day. If there was ever a day for a road trip, it would be today. It's like 40 degrees outside. It's a gorgeous day. We're all bundled up and we're hitting the road.
Here we go. We drove up to Knoxville to come look at some building supplies, and the neighborhood that these are in is absolutely gorgeous.
It's so dreamy, like every house is perfect.
We are coming to look at some windows. They were gonna build a house and decided not to do it, but they kept the windows, and they're really high-end windows, but they are basically 75% off. So we're gonna go check them out.
It's so funny. Do you hear sis? She keeps going, wow, because she's so used to us going, wow, that she starts freaking out over pretty houses now too.
Feels like we have been driving for ever and ever. We are in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee.
Because we have been driving forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, so we went to Knoxville, Tennessee first to look at some windows, and then we started driving here, which was north of Knoxville, northwest. And we're gonna go look at a tiny house because we may be considering putting some tiny houses on our land. Here we go.
We just finished looking at the little baby tiny home, and it is even cuter in person than it was in the photos online.
On Facebook Marketplace. That's where I found that one also.
Did you really? I had no idea that you found it on Facebook. I mean, our entire life is going to be found on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
So now we're heading home.
I have a closing at 4, which is almost 2.5 hours away, and we are 2 hours away from home.
Yeah, we're going to be pushing it. I'm probably going to fall asleep, hoping the kiddos will too. Get a quick little nap in.
We are also about to run out of gas.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we're going to run out of gas in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's like that is gonna happen. So wish us luck. We stopped by the cottage really quickly because they painted the stairs, and we went with this tan, well, it's a little more white than tan, but loving the way it's looking just on the stairs.
I really do love how they turned out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I do too. Perfect. Wow, what a man.
This is so much fun.
I have been keeping track of the kids' height ever since we got them, and I was doing it on a board that was just a crappy board because I always had the intention of making one for them, and I finally got around to it. So this is going to be the new height board, so I'll transfer everything that I've already recorded over the last 1.5 years. It's crazy though, because let's just see how much of a difference Sis is. So Sis is 5 inches taller than what she was when we got her. Little brother is 3.5 inches taller. Bigger brother is 2.5 inches taller.
Wow.
So sis has grown the most.
Which is so funny because we were like, she doesn't look like she's grown at all. And it turns out she's grown the most. That is crazy.
So I just put butcher block oil on it. Once it dries, I'll transfer it over.
This is such a PJ thing to do. To make an all-out board like this.
My mama Dorothy did this with my dad and my uncles, and then she did it with me and my cousins. So on the same board, it's like all of our height. So it's my dad and my uncle's height, and then it's me and my 2 cousins and my older sister. And it's neat to compare that. So I'm excited to keep track of that.
PJ also gave me curls. Well, he's trying to give me curls. He did my hair today.
He's been doing a butt part.
He calls it a butt part. It is a middle part.
I don't like a middle part. I like a side part. And so I'm trying to talk him into doing a side part, but I'm going to see if I wet his hair and I twisted it to see if I could give him curls. Wave.
My hair's naturally wavy.
This should give you like tight curls or like a nice little wave. I don't know.
We'll see.
It works on my hair.
Does it? I'm going to leave these in for a little bit and then see what it looks like.
Until they dry.
Oh my gosh. They're soaking wet. Today's also little brother's birthday. He is 4 years old today, which is so crazy because he was only 2.5 whenever they came to live with us. So now we have another 4-year-old boy.
He was 2.5. He said maybe 4 words, and one of them was Kiki, which meant a lot of things.
Kiki was like a universal term for him.
And now,
Speaking of,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
so
guys.
sweet. He loves to move his fingers around. He loves to snap with both of his hands. He loves to grab everything and carry around little trinkets with him everywhere.
He can say his ABCs. He can guess the correct letter of words. So if you say, what does the word giraffe start with? He'll know it's a G. And cat, C. He can count to like 25, 30.
Yeah, PJ's been working with him so much the last year, and he picks up on things actually pretty quickly.
He's completely potty trained. He's been completely potty trained for maybe, I don't know, almost a year.
A long time, yeah. So anyways, we're gonna celebrate this weekend and have cake and presents and things.
And we already talked about how he has a bike.
Yeah. They saw the bikes in the last video.
So he knows how to ride it now.
Oh, that's an update, yeah. Oh yeah, they also love pecans, all the kids. Speaking of.
We have a huge pecan tree, but it recently fell on our neighbor's garage. Unfortunately, that's the second large branch that has fallen off in like 3 weeks. So I think we're gonna have to cut the tree down, which really sucks because we do love it.
It's gorgeous, but we would get so much more sunlight. Our backyard
And another thing
can
is
grow no grass.
If this branch, which if you can see, that's where all the branches keep falling off of, other than that one. If it fell, it would land on Big Brother's bedroom. And we would not make that.
What's so cute is, you okay? What's so cute is the kids love, like I said, they love pecans from this pecan tree. And this is the same one that, obviously I grew up here. I hated the pecans. I hated pecans when I was little. And they would always fall. Ooh. My mom would make us pick them all up, and none of us liked them, but they, like PJ, love them. And we'll randomly look outside and they're chomping away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you guys eating? And it's always what? Pecans. Today is the day. Today is Election Day 2020, the day that we have all been waiting for, and the day that has kept me up and given me more anxiety than I ever had in my entire life. I do not get anxiety. That's just not who I am. I don't get stressed about very many things, but this election is definitely something that has caused me a lot of stress, and I've allowed myself to get very anxious. What's crazy is by the time that this video is posted, we will already know who the next president will be. I'm hoping for the best. Me and PJ voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I hope that we are satisfied with the outcome, but if not, we will just keep doing what we've been doing for the last 4 years, and that is looking out for our family and our friends as best as we can and keep spreading hope, love, and joy and acceptance any way that we can. But tonight I think is going to be a long night. We're going to be watching the news and following the polls all day today. We early voted last week, and I hope that it makes a difference, but who knows? Who knows? We know how 2016 went. We know what the polls showed then and who ended up winning. So I honestly don't know who will win tonight, or if we'll even find out tonight. Everything that I've been reading says we may not find out who wins for days or weeks. I can't imagine that it would take that long, but I don't know. So we came out to the land this morning. It feels so nice outside. We're getting some fresh air, letting the kids ride their bikes inside. Just kind of relaxing before the craziness starts. So the boys just started riding. Oh, are you okay? Yeah. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, are you sure you're fine?
Yeah.
I know that hurt. That was the first time he's fallen since he started riding, and I've happened to get it on camera. Otherwise, guys, he has not fallen this entire time. I'm so proud of older brother here and younger brother. Little sis, we're still working on it, but she is being so brave and good and getting up every time, and she is not stopping, right, sis? Here we go.
No, you're on.
Good morning. It is the morning after the election. So election day came and went. We woke up to no, as of right now, there's no declared winner. How'd you sleep? Did you? I kept waking up every like 2 or 3 hours and checking my phone to see who won. And it reminded me of election night back in 2016. We were at our last house, and I kept waking up, and I remember we went to bed that night not knowing who won because we were just too tired to stay up, and I woke up at 5 a.m., checked my phone, and saw that Trump had won, and just got like the sickest feeling in my stomach. So I kept expecting that to happen today, but it didn't.
Wait, when is the doctor's appointment?
Tomorrow. So the house is quickly waking up this morning. It is business as usual, back to life. It's a gorgeous day, so we are gonna make the most of it. We might take another little road trip today. Is that happening? All right, well, good morning.
Another day, another Facebook fine. Literally.
But this one is not pointless.
Well, we shall see. Now we're going to Atlanta to pick up some Anderson windows that are like 95% off. Anderson windows are very expensive windows, but these are pennies compared to what they should cost. And we have a new project that we're gonna need windows for, and these are gonna be perfect, hopefully. Very adorable small town.
We're in Georgia. Well, not so adorable, but what do you expect? Ooh, Jill's Bakery. Yes, please. So after what felt like eternity, because the maps took us on all these different back roads instead of taking the interstate, we are finally here. But to be honest, we actually kind of liked the drive. It was pretty and it allowed us to see a bunch of little small towns that we would not have normally seen. But anyways, we're here looking at some windows that PJ found on Facebook Marketplace, and a big ongoing discussion has been about PJ's recent addiction with Facebook Marketplace. He normally has a reason for getting all of these things that we're going to look at lately, and it's because of the new projects that we're working on our land. We are wanting to make things happen, and part of that is spending a little money to buy items that we need for our projects on the land, which just so happen to include windows. Right, sis?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what we're doing here. We may stop somewhere and get some to-go food. The kids love eating fast food. We don't ever do that, but we've been doing it lately whenever we have been taking these road trips, so they're obsessed. And then we're gonna head home. All the while keeping up with the election, waiting on pins and needles and seeing what happens. Are you nervous, sissy?
Mm-hmm.
Same. So we just got back from our road trip. We just finished unloading all of the windows that PJ found and doors into the building.
How tall this is?
Yeah, those are huge stationary doors.
Those doors were like 99% off. We also got these black windows and sliding door. These we're gonna for sure use on our next project that we have not told you about. And then we bought 7 of these windows for potentially maybe a little cottage or maybe the pavilion. I think honestly the pavilion, it's ready. We could close it in and make these in it.
Maybe. They're beautiful. They're like, you can't tell on camera, but they're this really lovely chocolate brown color. I guess you kind of can tell. They kind of match the mantle that we got in a couple of videos ago. But I love the feel of them. They're very cottagey, and I don't know. We have Anderson doors at our house and we love them. And so whenever PJ found these, they were for such a good deal.
99% off.
What?
99% off.
Really?
Basically.
Facebook Marketplace is where it is at, y'all. And it was very stressful getting here. Should we show that?
Oh.
Okay, so what you're gonna see on camera is like a lovely day. Our family went out to eat. We had so much fun on the road trip. But what happened behind the scenes was a lot more traumatic.
Well, no, the first 2.5 hours were great. We were even talking about how nice of a road trip it was. And then, for those of you that know me and my truck journey.
Remember whenever he used to park a mile away at the grocery store so that people wouldn't hit his truck?
Well, I put it down. We're not going to go into the full deep of hell that it was, but I asked Thomas to watch me back up, and when I looked back, he was looking at his phone, and
yeah, we got in a kind of a big argument on the way home about it. It was a misunderstanding, miscommunication. I was looking at my phone. I have been glued to my phone all day because of the election results. You guys know this. We talked about it earlier. It's not my proudest moment. I feel terrible, and I've apologized, but
I may have saved money on the windows, but I have a feeling that the tailgate's going to make up for the windows.
Right. It's probably going to be a wash. Yeah, it was awful. And then there was this little baggie of hardware that went with the doors that PJ put in the floorboard of my side. So I'm in the passenger seat. And apparently whenever I got out to check on the trailer, they fell out with me. I never even saw them. But PJ called the restaurant that we ate at and asked if the waiter could go out and check and see where our car was parked to see if they fell out whenever I got out. The guy said yes, sure enough, it was there. The hardware did fall out. So that was kind of a relief to know that they were there and that he found them. But it also turns out that they're pretty irreplaceable and we'll get them at a local hardware store.
You opened the big door.
Yes, so that was a minor heart attack there as well. Needless to say, this has been a it's like half traumatic day, half so much fun day that our family needed. I just can't wait till it is over and we are home on the couch with a glass of wine and popcorn and call it a night. All right, we have been glued to the TV all morning and we just got the news that Joe Biden has been elected the 46th president of the United States and Kamala Harris is the VP. Such a historic election. My eyes were tearing up earlier. I have not stopped smiling for the last 45 minutes.
You stepped on my toe, Bambino!
Older brother is stepping on toes.
Today we are celebrating little brother's birthday. His birthday was his birthday was a few days ago, 2 days ago, and we are celebrating today. He turned 4, and yeah, so that we'll end with that.
That sounds good. It's a gorgeous
Just
day.
a little bit of footage of that.
It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Such a great day for celebrating all sorts of things. Little brother, the new president that is going to bring so much hope, and hopefully we can put the last 4 years of lies and corruption behind us and move on together as a country. Okay, I'm done giving this speech. I'm just so freaking excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, goodbye.